Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, talking about NFL All Day, why I think it could be as big or bigger than NBA Top Shot. Going to get into all that in this video. Obviously, NFL All Day is from Dapper Labs, the same company that started NBA Top Shot and UFC Strike, and they're having some sort of throwback pack, archive pack coming up soon. And besides that, I don't know their plans for the offseason, but I think it could be huge come next NFL season. So everyone in the marketplace buying up cheap moments for a $4 floor right now, even for some debuts out of just 10K, can go for $4 on NFL All Day right now. So if you're not in it, if you're in Top Shot right now, definitely check out NFL All Day as well. And before we get into this video, I ran a giveaway in one of my last videos this week for subscribers on the channel. In this video right here, to win a Reggie Jackson Top Shot debut moment. So we're going to run that giveaway. We had 165 comments, a lot more than last time, so definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out all the videos, could be doing giveaways in them. So we are going to run it for subscribers right here. Let's pull a comment. You just need to have a comment with your Top Shot name in it to be eligible. Here we go. Heretic Bill. His comment was, not the kind of set I'd like to complete, but maybe I'll buy a pair of packs. Don't exactly know what set he's referencing, but his Top Shot name is Bylet here. So I'm going to go ahead and gift him a Reggie Jackson Top Shot debut from my collection. So let's do that live in the video before we get into this one. And make sure to subscribe, check out future videos for giveaways on Top Shot and NFL All Day. If you're able to actually run giveaways on NFL All Day, I'm not exactly sure if you are right now. So let's go ahead and send this one to Bylet. There we go, successful. The gift has been sent to Bylet. So make sure to stay tuned for those videos. And now let's get into the rest of this NFL All Day video. So why I believe it could be big or bigger is because viewership of NFL games is just a lot higher than NBA games, whether that's regular season, playoffs, or the championship, Super Bowl. Obviously a lot higher on NFL All Day, around just every single game of the sport. So that's the first reason. And I think just overall, even without the really worldwide appeal of the NFL, that the user base is just bigger, the fan base is bigger of the NFL. But that could be an argument for NBA, is it's more of a worldwide appeal. But for the NFL, I feel like just in general, there's more hype around the sport than there is in the NBA. Don't get me wrong, I love NBA and NBA Top Shot as well, but also love the NFL. So with that said, NBA Top Shot took a year about to actually get mass appeal. What we saw in 2021 around February or March with NFL All Day, it opened up and immediately took off. And mostly that's due because of people from Top Shot wanting to get in on NFL All Day. And in this video, we don't have exact numbers on anything, obviously, but when talking in the Discords and looking at people on Twitter and all that, seems like almost everybody who was really into Top Shot is now into NFL All Day as well, even if they're not as big into NFL as they are NBA. It seems like they transferred over. I don't have exact numbers here, again, just guessing. I would think it seems like 75% of people that are into Top Shot, could be even higher, could be less, are transferred into NFL All Day. And just on one of the most recent pack drops that I was involved in, which was a couple months ago now, if you didn't watch one of my latest videos, the packs haven't been worth it besides that one, which seemed like it was a really good chance to get a rare moment, and I actually pulled a rare moment, so it worked out for me on that pack. But one of the packs during the playoffs, I entered the queue, and I think it was 58,000, and wasn't able to get a pack. So the demand for packs and moments is definitely pretty high already on NFL All Day. And I saw in the Discord, some people were as high as 70,000 in the queue. And if you look at NBA Top Shot pack drops, it seems like after about 70,000 people have gone in the queue, you can get back in. So it seems like about the same amount of people already are getting in line for these pack drops, at least early on for NFL All Day, before they started not having as good of moments and pack drops that they did earlier in the year. Another thing you love to see on NFL All Day that shows it's a pretty healthy and active marketplace already is some players getting their moments increased in value based on news. So here on Evaluate Market, you can see Mike Evans. Once Tom Brady announced he was unretiring, you can see what his moment did. It was selling for $60, and just on that day, skyrocketed up in the 90s and then settled kind of back down. Very similar to some actions we've been seeing on NBA Top Shot when big news happens. So that's also good to see with NFL All Day, that people are taking note of things happening in the league and are capitalizing, and moments are increasing in price due to that. The next thing is just promotion of NFL versus NBA. There's so many more NFL players currently in the league than there are NBA players. Obviously, the rosters are just a lot bigger in the NFL. There's more teams, and with having more teams and players, there's just more promotion from actual NFL players. If we come look at their Discord, obviously Patrick Mahomes has already signed probably the biggest partnership with them, and he's arguably the most famous NFL player right now, aside from Tom Brady and maybe even Joe Burrow now. But you could see they tweeted out March 15th, Patrick Mahomes signs with NFL All Day. You can also see on their Twitter, even though they haven't been doing that many announcements during the offseason, they are retweeting about NFL players getting in on NFL All Day. So you can see here is one, and you can see here John Leglue, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his name, already has been collecting moments along with a lot of other players. Cam Jordan here, and this guy is verified, but I don't believe he's an NFL player. But he said Demario Davis got in as well, and he obviously is into NFTs here as he is a Bored Ape owner, so he's in as well. And you can just keep scrolling and finding players this is just from 3 days ago that we've still been going over this. Chris Conley, receiver for the Texans, still I believe now is in it, and it just keeps going. Damiere Byrd here, I believe Byrd is on the Chicago Bears now, if I'm not mistaken. So ton of players already getting in on Top Shot. I know when I got in, when it blew up, really the only guys was like Josh Hart, who's kind of like a mid-tier NBA player, and not many other players were in it at that time. Obviously now it's blown up, but NFL All Day has just taken off from the jump. It seems like the last part why I think NFL All Day is going to blow up is probably the biggest reason, and that's because of fantasy football. If you ask 100 of your friends how many of them play fantasy football or have played in the past, you're probably going to get 90 of them saying they have. If you say that same question about fantasy basketball to those same people, probably you're going to get 25 or less people have actually ever played fantasy basketball. So that's basically what these flash challenges are, is watching basketball, trying to predict who's going to be in these challenges, and making your challenges to get these NFTs. And I just think that it's going to appeal a lot more to NFL players. And just a massive prediction here. I mean, I'm sure they're going to do challenges, flash challenges, something like that, but they could even build out an entire fantasy football game and platform with NFL All Day, where you can use your moments to actually play fantasy football, join leagues, and things like that. I think that could be massive. It could be the next just fantasy football platform to be on, and it would be pretty crazy, and I think it could just blow up the NFL All Day and just be a massive thing that could be a lot bigger than even NBA Top Shot. I mean, imagine sitting down and watching games on NFL Sunday where they have a flash challenge that you need to collect moments from the first 10 players to score a touchdown on that day. It would just be another exciting way to watch football with all the sports betting and fantasy football. Now you have flash challenges, could even have fantasy football with NFL All Day. And it could really just be the next big thing with the NFL that they put out for people to enjoy. I mean, imagine if you have even just half of all fantasy football players playing fantasy football via NFL All Day. It would just be massive. It would be millions of users, tens of millions of users even. I don't know how many people play fantasy football every year, but it's got to be in the millions, maybe even tens of millions. So it could be massive for that reason, and that's the biggest reason why I think NFL All Day could potentially be as big, bigger, potentially even way bigger than NBA Top Shot. And if you come look at the marketplace on NFL All Day, you can see a George Kittle here is $6. I don't believe that's a debut, but you can even find debuts here like $4. Obviously, that's a punter, but ton of moments out there. This one out of 8,500 for $5. So many great deals on the marketplace right now. I think it's just a great time to get in. And lastly, I know a lot of people have taken Dapper Balance and sold Top Shot Moments to move to NFL All Day. So I don't want to say it's going to hurt NBA Top Shot that much, but people might be splitting their money potentially, or even if they put 30% of the money they were putting all into Top Shot before into NFL All Day, it's going to make All Day a little bit bigger and Top Shot a little bit smaller. I love both NBA Top Shot and NFL All Day, so not hating on either one, just saying how NFL All Day could be huge, and definitely think it's a good time to get in now. So let me know what you guys thought about this video. If you're in NFL All Day, if you're in Top Shot and not NFL All Day, definitely let me know in the comment below. Be interested to see how many people are in NFL All Day versus just NBA Top Shot or both. Actually, I might put out a poll on YouTube asking about how many people are in both, so definitely be on the lookout for that as well. Probably put that out right after this video comes live, so make sure to vote on that one. I'll link that actually in the description if I'm able to, and definitely subscribe to the channel for more All Day and NBA Top Shot content, and I'll catch you guys in another video.